So, guys, today we're going to be talking about credit card debt with Gen Z. And nowadays, I've been noticing all over social media, it's been a thing where, Gen Z, they always make fun of everything, they make jokes out of everything. And very surprisingly, but unfortunately, this has been one of the jokes that people make online, like, oh my gosh, I'm in so much credit card debt. Oh my gosh, it's just piling up every month. I'm not able to pay my debt. Ha 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 ha. It's so funny. And you see a lot of people on social media. Like, I remember I was watching Enya when I was a lot younger and a lot more immature. And I remember one episode, she was talking about how she's in so much debt and she just ignores it. And this is happening to so many young people where they unnecessarily, immaturely, and irresponsibly handle their finances. And, it's like, oh, I'm just a girl. Oh, I'm literally just a girl. Like, I'm in credit card debt. I'm drowning in credit card debt. I'm such a girl. I'm just a girl. And it's upsetting. We're going to be reacting to some TikToks talking about irresponsible debt because I know there's a lot of people, such as I, who are in debt because of certain circumstances that has happened in life. But then when you're just getting into debt because you want to take vacations, because you want to buy a nice bag, because you want to buy a nice car, then why are you doing that? It's like, makes no sense. So we're going to watch this first video.
If you're in your 20s and you keep consistently seeing people and you like, oh my God, how are they doing all this? How are they affording all of this? Blah, blah, blah. And you're really confused and you're trying to figure it out, is really one of two, maybe even three options. The first option is credit card debt. Maybe they swiping them cards. They swiping that card. They probably have $30,000 right now in credit card debt. But they're in Bora Bora, absolutely. The second is rich parents. Don't ever underestimate the power of a rich parent. The third is they might be scamming. They might. Small might. And then the fourth, absolute and final, is that they're really just getting to the money. But that's very low on the total poll. It's probably credit card debt.
Yeah, it's very, very common. I mean, it's the easy way out. It's just like instant gratification. You just swipe that card and you're able to get what you want. And it's very unfortunate because a lot of kids are digging themselves into this pit of financial distress for, unfortunately, the rest of their lives. Very, very sad.
Everyone should know this about being in your early 20s. You will meet people that are going to Europe every summer, buying new cars, buying new outfits, going to Coachella. And if you are wondering, how can they afford to be living like this? Like, is something wrong with me that I'm not able to spend like that? Just know they aren't spending like that because they're working harder than you, because they're networking better than you, because they're better connected. They're probably not even generationally wealthy. They are just in massive amounts of credit card debt. How much someone spends and the life that they portray on social media is not necessarily reflective of how much money they are really making. Nothing is wrong with you if you're not able to spend like that. In fact, you are way better off in the long run because you are living within your means instead of going into crazy debt to portray a lifestyle that is far above it.
Exactly. What people show on social media is never usually the case. Like, that is just a highlight of their life. That is usually like some fabricated moment. And people want that aesthetic, they want that lifestyle, and they sell a lifestyle that they don't have. And if you guys remember that one viral thing that happened where this TikToker, she was basically stealing all of the stuff that she is showing on her TikTok, and she basically got arrested because she was stealing from Target. So instead of like scanning the actual item, she has like this fake, like cheaper barcode that she scans. And online, it's like this whole glamorized life. Like, oh my gosh, I just picked this up from Target, and it adds up to like $300. So it's not a sustainable lifestyle, and people like to watch it. And it's really sad because people want to be consumers and they end up just getting into so much debt.
This girl balancing her budget from her job, and I think like her pay, like her salary is like 75,000. In the video, she said that she her statement for her credit card was like 2,100, and at the end of her balancing out her whole like spreadsheet, she was in negative $200 for the next 2 weeks. Let me just say this: I love that she made that video and that she woke that up, because a lot of people be wondering how people be affording all these designer things, yada yada yada. A lot of them are just simply swiping that fucking credit card. A lot of people are literally just living in fucking debt, big debts. Like when she said her ending balance was $2,000, I think her limit said like 9,000. That's not even the smallest credit card debt I've seen on people that I personally fucking know. Like, so many people are not only living paycheck to paycheck, maybe they are living credit card statement to credit card statement. And it's literally just a cycle, because after they pay off that statement and they're at like negative $200 for the week, guess what they then have to turn around and do? You betcha. They have to use that fucking credit card. Don't let them have multiple credit cards, baby. We're talking about thousands and thousands of debt. And you know, the other piece of it is that there probably are some scammers out here, or some people who really do have making over 100,000 are tech girls who we love, and you know, the doctors and the nurses, yada yada yada. But a lot of people are just consumed by credit card debt, and it's just a cycle of credit card debt and bad spending habits. Now, I don't know what it looks like if it's a scammer, but I will say if they can't have a Cash App account, or they're using Cash App as their bank account, it's probably a scammer.
That's true. That's true. And it's like I said, it's very common nowadays. It's just they just swipe that credit card and they don't think about the consequences because they want to live in the current moment. They want to live in the moment. I'm just a girl. I just want to have a sweet treat and I just want to have my Starbucks drink because I'm a Starbucks girly. And it's sad because I feel like we have also, since we were kind of in a good economy back then, we kind of got used to living a certain lifestyle. Like, let's say, getting your lashes done, getting your nails and toes done as a girl, or, you know, getting a haircut. Even getting a haircut nowadays has been pretty wild and insane. Like, the standard has really increased. So it's just really upsetting, but at the same time, kids like us, like, you know, younger adults, not necessarily kids, but you know, young adults, Gen Zers, like, it's become to a point where we are really irresponsible and financially illiterate because a lot of people, they say that they have a lot of anxiety going into their bank account, checking on how much they owe, or you know, like, just stuff like that. And although you feel like anxious, it's still something that's really real and something that we need to be dealing with. And a lot of us just use that as an excuse to keep, you know, living the lifestyle that you want, living in this delusion, and it's just getting you in a worse situation that you ever have been to start.
We're a little bit older, we can finally have a conversation about this. But why did nobody tell me how scary debt actually is? Like credit card debt, student loan debt, that is actually terrifying. Like people will be under the age of 25 with over $70,000 in credit card debt alone. Oh yeah, come with me to sell my house so we can get out of credit card debt. That is baffling. It makes me realize how much the education system really did fail us as a whole. Like they're sitting here teaching us the Pythagorean theorem the whole time. I've still yet to use it. I'm still waiting. When I didn't know how to file my taxes since last year. Mind you, I'm 22. Hell, I don't even know how to change my oil. I just learned to check my oil last year. I am 22. Again, 22. Mind
Me too. Me too.
you, okay, that's a whole different reason why I didn't learn that shit. Don't eat me up. But even student loan debt is scary. Like people are going away to college, and mind you, I'm not shitting on nobody who went away to college and had a time in their life. You know, you found yourself. You know, it's your first time being by yourself and away from your family. I support going away to college, but they don't tell you that the amount of debt you are going to be in when you come back and you graduate and you get that degree, if you did not go there with a full ride scholarship, when you come back, that debt is your ass. And they hound you. And they call you. They send you all types of emails. They start even garnishing your wages if you don't pay that shit. Bro, debt is scary. And look, I'm like $600 in credit card debt, and I'm in shambles.
I mean, that's good for him. That really is. That is a blessing. If you only have like $600 in credit card debt, I would switch spots with you, honestly. But that's just the sad thing, you know? It's because not just credit card debt, you also got student loans, and it sucks because it's just one thing on top of the other, and most people probably will not attain financial freedom ever in their life. You're going to be always paying something. You know, you're always going to be paying a bill, your debt, your student loans, a mortgage, a car payment. It's just, it's very sad because you're always going to be working and working and working, and that money is just going to be gone. I feel like another thing too is that the American dream is not really attainable any longer, because not only are we getting ourselves into so much debt, even if you go about things the right way, where you don't have a credit card or you pay off your credit card on time, you still have loans. You still have a really high cost of living. And even if you go about things the right way, it's very, very difficult to achieve that American dream that was once available for Americans in the past. Nowadays, there's no such thing as an American dream. And that was kind of a tangent, but yeah, credit card debt is ruining people's lives, honestly. And that's how the system was set up, I believe, like that these companies, they make it set, they sell a dream and they make it seem like it's going to be all good, like you are going to have all of these rewards, you're going to have all of these benefits. But then one tiny small slip up and you are in a hole, and you're in this cycle of trying to pay it off, trying to make ends meet, trying to live paycheck to paycheck, statement to statement. It's really sad because that's how they make their money. That's how these credit cards make their big money, is when you are in debt and your bill just goes up and up and up. So yeah, very, very sad, very unfortunate for us young people. But hey, we're just going to keep living. We're going to keep trying to do what we need to do. And the best thing is honestly pray to God and just hope for the best, that, you're set free from this financial shackle of credit card debt. So yeah, what do you guys think? Like, do you think that this is a huge problem? Do you think that it's Gen Z's fault, or do you think it's the economy, or do you think it's entirely the fault of these credit card companies, and the government, because of student loans and how they are so crazy astronomical nowadays? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. My name is Elise. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I hope to see you guys in the next video.